nature's best bobtail.
It's Espresso on SABC3, and with me we have our animal behaviorist, Karis Bryan. How are you, Karis?
Good to be on, thanks.
So today we're talking about keeping our dogs mannered, especially when visitors arrive. It's a very, very difficult thing, and it could prove to be a bit challenging, especially when they're puppies and they're not used to people. So today Karis is going to be teaching us how to train our dogs to sit when visitors arrive. Over to you, Karis.
Thanks, Leanne. Look, nobody likes a dog that jumps on people.
Definitely.
And the most efficient way to teach a dog not to jump is to teach them to sit. You cannot jump and sit at the same time. It's a very elegant way to deal with the jumping problem. So the first thing is when someone has a little puppy, you mustn't yourself or let any of your visitors touch the puppy when they put their feet up. That's the first thing. Because if you start when they're small, you're teaching your dog as they grow that the feet on the body is how they get attention. Okay, so that's the one thing, is just ignore them when they put their feet up. Now what we're focusing on today is when you're walking your dog or someone comes to your house and someone comes up and says, "Oh, I love your puppy." You don't want your puppy to jump up at that point.
Yes.
So this is the savvy trick we're going to do. Carry treats with you, as you always should when your puppy's little, so that you can whip out and do a bit of training at any time. And the signal we're going to teach Bob. Now, Bob already knows this, but you can pretend he doesn't.
Yes.
The lesson applies the same.
Okay.
So you stay there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk Bob here, and we'll pretend we're just meeting, and it's like, "Oh, hello, welcome. Let's chat to my puppy." I'm going to ask Bob to sit. He's overachieving there, Bob. Sit. Sit.
There we
and then
go.
I'm going to shake your hand and say hi.
Hello.
Okay, and only after this moment.
Okay.
Bob, sit. Am I going to then give him a little treat?
Oh,
now, even though Bob stood up there, that's okay because he didn't jump on you.
Yes.
So the lesson the dog is learning is, my owner approaches a person, I sit. After my owner has acknowledged this new person, I get a treat.
There we go.
So what they learn to do is sit and pause and wait until after you said, "Hello, my puppy's very gorgeous," and then they get a little treat from that.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So let's do it one more time.
Let's try it again.
Bob, come, come, come. So here we are approaching someone. Bob, sit. Bob, come, 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 come. Sit, sit.
There we go, Bob.
Okay, see, Bob's like, he's like, I'm too cool to sit, guys. I'm going to jump and do all my tricks. Sit.
There we go.
I think this ground is hot. Okay.
It might be just
a little bit toasty. Okay, let me try here. Bob, sit. Sit.
There we go. Almost.
Good.
Nice. Hello,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm very good, thanks. How are you? And you stood up. Okay, and you get a little treat.
Nice.
Well done, dude.
Good dog.
Okay, and then when you do this with you have your own puppy, practice a lot. So if you've got, even it can be a family member where you practice walking away and approaching the person and then walk away and do it a few times so it becomes a habit for the dog.
Consistency is key.
Always.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Karis. I'm sure there's happy pet owners going to try this as we speak. Thank you so much for being here today. And of course, if you want more of these tips, you can go to Karis's webpage. That's happydogs.co.za. Or you can just continue to ask us on our Facebook page, Espresso Morning Show SABC3. Thank you so much, Karis, for being here. Can't wait to talk to you again.
Cool,
hey, Bob.
Stay with Espresso and SABC3.